inoculate some oak logs. As you just saw, I cut up some oak trees that we fell a few weeks ago. So these oak logs are actually roughly about 3-4 weeks old. So they're still kind of green, and they're just the right age for us to inoculate them with our shiitake mushroom spores. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to set it up. You want to use oak logs that have no mold in them. They're green, and then they've seasoned for about 3 or 4 weeks before you start. So that's what I'm about to take you all along for, and then in about 6 to 12 months we'll have awesome shiitake mushrooms. Well everyone, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a measurement on this tree. These logs are actually going to lean against, like a lean-to, against a braided wire that I made earlier out of baleen wire. So our logs are 36 inches long. Every 6 inches I'm going to put a dowel that has the shiitake spores on it. I'm going to do a row every quadrant. So if you take your log, which is essentially a circle, you draw a cross in it, I'm going to put rows of inoculating dowels down the length of the log. So I have 4 quadrants on the log, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are going to be lines of holes. I'm going to take my dowel, I'm going to hammer them in, and then I'm going to lean them against this wire that I'm about to set. And then I'm going to braid the top of each log like this with some more wire, so it'll be interwoven like this. And then this area right here will have enough sunlight and enough shade that they'll be able to grow and inoculate really well. So I'm probably going to set my wire about 30 inches. So I'm just going to make a little mark, 30 inches, come over here. Then I'm going to run my wire. So as you can see, here's my braided wire. I'm just going to go ahead, take it over here to this tree, find my mark, which is right here. Go ahead and wrap it around this tree once, just like so. I made a little line in it so I could pull it there. That's pretty good. Then I'm going to take some fence post staples, or fence staples. Go ahead, hit it into the tree, just like that. One on the back. And then I'm going to string it across. Got a little kink, but that's fine. Here we go. Bring it across so I can wrench it down. And I kind of want this wire tight, so. So now that I've got my logs down here, I'm going to measure 6 inches. Every 6 inches, and I'm gonna put a little dot so I can drill a hole in so I can put my inoculating dowels in there. 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Boom. So 6, 12, yeah, 18, 24, 30. And I'm just going to do that all the way down, and then I'm going to do that 4 times per log. There we go. So then just start drilling, and then we can inoculate. So I'm just taking these inoculated dowels and putting them into these drilled holes that I made. And after 6 to 12 months, we should have nice shiitake mushrooms. Just like that. Now that I have these in line, all I'm going to do is take some wire. I'm going to start here and then I'm going to weave through it just to make sure that the wind can't knock them down. Just like so. So I'll have anchor points. Oh no! That's what I was worried about. So we'll just do them one by one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my wire, just like this. I'm going to attach it to my runner, and then I'm going to start lashing these logs here. Just like so. I'll do my next one. Same thing. Have my dowels in here like you saw. So feed this over here, twist it down on the inside of that braid. And around my log. Just like this. Give me some slack. Get me some more wire, do the same thing. Get me some slack. I'll offset it a little bit. Give me some more wire from here. I'm going to come around to this point. I constructed the logs kind of in a teepee format. So normally you can lay them out in like a log cabin style. So two going this way, 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 until you get a desired height. That way you can get a better yield. But we just didn't have that many starter spores or starter dowels. We had 100. And eventually we'll get some more and we can build a bigger colony. So we'll see how that turns out. We won't really know for the next until probably, I don't know, about 6 months or so. So when that time passes and we see, and we'll test out the results and everything, and whatever we don't use we'll sell at our farmers market along with our produce and everything. So it's very exciting. It's super simple like you saw. So you take your oak log. Best to use oak. You can use other hardwoods, but oak is the preferred wood to use. Anyway, you take your log, drill your holes, take a hammer, plug them with your dowels, and then store your log in a shady area that can get enough sunlight but not too much sunlight. And the thing is to make sure that your logs fall within this, a particular range of being living. You cut it down, let it sit for 2-3 weeks so that the moisture content in it is just right, so that when you introduce your spores, when you inoculate your log with those spores, that they can seed in it and then they can colonize. So they'll shoot all their spores through the log, and then they'll start growing out like this. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to cover them with burlap so that it'll be draped like this, and then after it rains we'll take the burlap off and just continue that process until we have a good colony. So super exciting. If you're new to the channel, thank you all so much for paying attention to our videos. We're getting new subscribers each day, which is super exciting for me. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something right. So I know people have been hearing me say that for the past few videos, but it's super exciting. It's super rewarding to see our channel grow, because we're doing all this work, we're making everything better, we're laying our foundation for our farm or for our community on here. At this point we're at 48 videos. So 48 days in a row of making YouTube videos, and I feel like I've only marketably gotten better at it, but people tell me that I've been getting better, so that means something. But I just appreciate y'all, and if y'all like this stuff, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow, so stay tuned.